Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Oilers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry now. This is Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Kaiser now. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Shift together here from the D-line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. And now running right through it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
On play action, they'll throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll set up a throw. But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's Kaiser. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Kaiser to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
As they run the counter play. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. From the gun, Kaiser. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Now back to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. 10 more there and another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down now. Hill. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down to the the 35. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, Kaiser. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with Hill. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out left side here to Bryant. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Hill. A beautiful fake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A second down throw now for Kaiser. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, Kaiser again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go.
Again, it's Kaiser. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Kaiser. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll throw again. Kaiser throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go. 38.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go.
And some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Kaiser now on second down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go. What? None. Ohio. Let's go.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. He is going to find Hill here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To throw is Kaiser. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here we go. 38.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round.
To the air again. Kaiser. Cooper's got it. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and he's got him in the lead. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run it again with Hill, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 55 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, Hill, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Over.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And he locates Luke Wilson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down near the 42. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Over. Set. Three. Got you now, Barney. Gone. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Here we go. Flash 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Check 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Laquan Treadwell, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And he puts it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Don't go. That's the way.
They'll drop the throw. They set up the screen to Hill. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run with Hill, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they? Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Hundley. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. That time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go.
Again, they run with Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Three down. Here we go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Check. 53, fight. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On third down, Procise. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Go!